Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. I'm TCaptainX. If you're having trouble ranking up in Warzone, probably being stuck in Platinum or Diamond, then this video will be perfect for you because we're going to be breaking down a ranked gameplay and providing several tips for you guys so that you can start improving and gaining SR. Now, my very first tip is pick one spot and get really good at landing there. So with this squad, we were landing at Stronghold all day, and after a few times, I started to really know the layout, know the loot spots, all of that for this area, and I got really confident fighting here. The other thing is make sure all three of you are landing right at the same spot. So we are all landing at this tower together. And that way, if other people are landing here, you can all team shoot with your pistols to get those first kind of crucial knocks early on in the game. Now, when we land here, it doesn't seem like anyone's around us, so we immediately jump off to start looting, but we start getting shot at in the far right corner of Stronghold over here. So we're obviously making call outs to our teammates, hey, we've got people here. So my goal was I just want to find a decent gun here, find some plates, and I want to get into action. And we are all focusing on this, but notice how all three of us, we're all together, we're all focused in the same direction, but we're all at different angles here. So I'm able to move up from kind of like the far left flank here. I threw a portable radar down here. I'm able to get a knock on this first guy while my teammates are moving up, helping me with the finish. And I've got both my teammates are in there and they're kind of on cleanup duty here. They get the other knock, one goes down, but because we were all together, we're able to get trades and pick our teammates up and nobody goes down. Now, when we come back here, this guy's teammates are back over here and we've got one guy on top over right here. I'm at a bad position. Obviously, if I just try to take this challenge, run out in the open, I'm obviously going to die here. So I'm gonna take my time, play behind cover. This guy was focused on me and allows my other teammate to pick up that down as we again all push up together here. We're all together, but we're not kind of like necessarily hip to hip, and we are taking different angles here. Now we're trying to figure out where these people are. Got one is up on the tower. Teammates able to pick up one, able to assist with that kill. And then also Swipe, our third teammate, is gonna end up picking one up who was just trying to run away in the water. Now at this point, we've relatively cleared out the area. Once you have your initial kind of landing area secured, things have calmed down, there aren't people directly around you, you have to prioritize getting money for a loadout down, because getting that loadout down and then also having that free loadout that spawns later in the game is going to make regaining so much easier. That way, if you guys do end up dying, you then have a loadout that you can spawn back onto. So I've skipped forward just a little bit here because we basically just looted for the next minute and then we were able to get our loadout. Now, one reason why I like landing Stronghold is there's always this redeploy here. So as soon as we grab loadout, we can redeploy and we can just send it and get right into the action here. Now, one of my teammates makes a call out that he sees an enemy right here at the edge of living, and we're all gonna start landing here, but notice how we're not gonna land right on this guy. We're all gonna land just a little bit off, and I'm gonna land on this tent because I can use the top of the tent as cover. I call it a counter UAV. I'm looking for this guy, I'm not seeing him, but my teammate's making a call out to me, hey, he's running along the wall, so we start looking there. Looking, and here he is. This guy is by himself, ends up being an easy kill because we're all team shooting. Now, whoever gets the finish of the kill is the one that's going to get those, the pings on the map. So Swipe, finish him. So he's making call outs to us, hey, they're at control center. So we are going to control center. Now, if you're in like Platinum, Diamond, you don't have to rack up a ton of kills to rank up really high in ranked. But once you start getting into Crimson and Iridescent, you have to drop somewhat high kill games and be winning or at least placing high in order to rank up. So our goal is we want to get as many kills but play smart at the same time. Notice how we team shot that guy coming down and how easy it is. When you are together and you are all focused on the same enemy, it makes winning these fights so much easier. Honestly, the teamwork component of ranked is more important than your individual gun skill or movement or all of that. Again, this situation here, me and Turk are basically surrounding this guy. This guy cannot get away, ends up being an easy down for the both of us. Now, things are about to get a little bit interesting here. I've got two pings behind us coming from the gas here of those guys' teammates, but Swipe is our blue teammate. He's making call out saying, hey, there's also a team in control center. So we are between a team right now and zone is moving in. Now, when you recognize that you're between a team here, the last thing you want to do is try to just like keep fighting and do your best to take all the downs. Instead, it's much better to just play safe and go get in cover here. So Swipe's gonna make a call out and says, we are in a bad spot. Go into control and get in here. We need to pick a direction and go instead of being between two teams. So notice how all three of us are rolling together. We are all clearing out this building together. Because again, playing together, the power of numbers is always going to be your best option here. We're clearing out the roof here, ends up being a player. Easy kill because we took different angles there. Instead of all running the same, we just split off so we can kind of pinch this guy. And now we're holding top control. However, now, again, things are getting a little crazy. There's a counter UAV, so it's hard to see what's going on. But we've got a team coming into the, what I call the skinny side of control here. So as I work in, trying to see if any of is in here, I drop down. I've got one player here, but Turk, my other teammate, is right with me. So I get it down, but he's there and able to help for the second. Again, we're playing together, the chemistry's going, and that's what's making these fights so easy. However, Turk goes down. As soon as this happens, now there is another team that's rolling up here. And this is where you have to be very careful. As soon as you go down a teammate, and now my third teammate goes down, Swipe, so now I'm the only one left. Good teams will take advantage of this, and they will recognize when they have numbers and they have momentum, and they will full send you because their goal is to wipe as many teams out of the lobby because they want to start getting those higher placement points. So when I recognize this, I completely slow down. All I'm doing is I am just waiting for my teammates to come back, and I'm holding to see if they're going to push me. Turk is able to start respawning here, but again, I'm still playing slow. I'm marking the loot on the roof for him, so I say, hey, there's some guns you can pick up here, and we're gonna wait until we get Swipe back before we start doing anything. We're not gonna do anything crazy here because again, numbers is key for winning these fights, especially when it comes to playing against other good ranked teams. So now that Swipe is coming back, we are finally getting ready to start pushing when we get a precision airstrike. Now, this team knows that we're above him. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a smoke grenade ahead so that way we can rotate into the lower part because most likely they're right below us waiting for us to push down. We're all okay here. We're able to get down. My teammates are trying to find more guns when we're now starting to get pushed with Semtexes. I come down low with Swipe. When Turk gets down here and he's making callouts that he's above, this guy, though, is smart. He gets the down. He recognizes that he's by himself. He can't push down because he'd be in a 1v2 situation, and he's going to run away. He also did a great play of throwing the shock stick down, which allowed us to not push and chase him. So once again, we do not have numbers on our side, so we have to slow down and play safe here. Now I'm down low just waiting to see if anything happens, and I get absolutely fried from down low. I do have a self-revive, though. And I make the call out to Swipe, hey, there's one pushing down low. I have a self, play your life. When I say play your life, that means do not worry about me, focus on yourself. So he's gonna come down here. He's gonna win this first gunfight, but the second teammate is now coming down. And this teammate is probably getting yelled at from the other teammate saying, help me, help me, help me. So he probably sees me, but he's like, I have to help my teammate win this. And he does, but he doesn't realize that I was just finishing my self-revive. So a little bit lucky there, to be completely honest. We got pinched by multiple teams, but we're able to just sneak away, get my other teammate to respawn here. And we've kind of, thank goodness, kind of survived this fight here at control. Now, zone is moving though, and we have to get going. We are likely not going to have time to rotate up to the top towards headquarters. So we're going, but there's clearly a team on top prison based on this ping. So we're gonna have to rotate low here, kind of out in the open, which is not the most ideal thing to do. Now, at this point, I actually had thought that we had cleared that team out, but I was hearing audio cues back behind us that there is a guy back here. Notice how I get the down, I get the reload, and notice how Turk is going out to get the finish. Again, the importance of trades, of when you get the down, your teammates are to help you get finishes. If you go down, they're there to help you win the fight. Again, I cannot stress enough playing off your teammates very well here. So, recognizing that we have to get rotating, we can't go up and take high ground. Smoke grenades are absolutely crucial, guys. In ranked, you have to run smokes. I'm telling you, stims are just, they're not it for ranked. You absolutely have to run smoke grenades here. Now we're trying to get some picks here, but then the team that is on top prison realizes we're up here, and we're in a bad spot here. So I'm gonna play behind cover, throw a smoke, and we're gonna go and just try to get through the tunnel, and then start working up under through prison where we're not gonna get fried from up top of prison. So we're working here. Also, just want to say really quick, guys, if you're enjoying this style of video, if you want to get better at the game, consider subscribing for more content like this. Now, Swipe is going to go in here. He's going to get it down, but notice how the second he gets it down, he comes back in because he lost a lot of health here. But now Turk and I are up here, and we're ready to go through and trade. So we get the down, but now here comes the other teammate. But guess what? We're all together. We're here available to get trades. Now, we get an armor crack there, and instead of just following him, notice how we take a different route to cut him off. And guess what? He tries to run away, but because we cut him off, we're able to get it easy down here. So now we're kind of back in a good spot here. We're all together. We've got our loadouts again. We kind of survived the early hecticness of that fight at control. Now we're getting pings that people are above us here. Top prison is always a power position in ranked, but you have to be very careful about playing on top prison simply because there's so many angles to get on top there. I don't really recommend just sitting and holding a position all game, especially not top prison, because we are very able to sneak up. These guys are focused elsewhere. Swipe gets one down when we get 2 pings on the roof here. So again, Swipe and I are moving together. We've got Turk kind of anchoring just behind us. And also I want to touch on this concept of anchoring really quick. Anchoring is just where your third teammate is going to play off just a little bit. In case 2 of your teammates go down right away, you've got a third teammate who's kind of playing safe and can kind of be the guy to survive so you guys can respawn and get back in here. Swipe's going to pick up another knock here. Again, I'm with him to help him get his finishes. The third teammate is going to get away here, but we've successfully pushed this team off the roof.
To the safe zone.
We're not going to go jump down and necessarily chase this guy because now we've got a great positioning on the roof here. And with the zone working in, now it's going to be a lot easier for us to hold the prison roof because now we're only going to have to worry about this side and not the side towards headquarters. Now, Swipe did jump off because he had a gas mask and he wanted to go. He had a ton of money, and we have a lot of money right now. And we want to try to spend that. We want to get some UAVs, get self-reses, gas mask, things like that. So that's why he jumped off to go take advantage of that, while Turk and I are going to work back here, and we're going to just try to hold the roof here. Got people landing in, able to pick up a good down with the MTZ here. Looking at more people landing in, I'm able to get a great long knock from this guy. And again, now at this point, because half of the prison roof is out of zone, now we're going to look to hold. Now we know top of prison is a power position. We have a UAV up with a ton of people around us. Still 8 teams up at this point, so it's still a very healthy ranked lobby. We're looking at the people directly below us here. Notice how they start going down and I take a different angle. Right now, I'm kind of playing the anchor role, trying to see if this guy's here, but his UAV is actually down below me. So those two are running together. I'm going to kind of come behind them a little bit. They're going to pick up a knock. And then now we realize that those guys are actually above us based on that UAV. So that means they have to be in the cafeteria area. So I'm going to peek in, but notice how I don't just full send it because I know there's multiple people in here. I see this guy running across my screen, so I make the call out. Hey, we got someone in here. I'm just going to hold this angle. Swipe is going to actually pick up a guy to the right. When this guy starts to move across, we get a live ping so that I can see him better in a dark area and also so my teammates can see. The third player is going to run out and around. So again, we go to cut him off. We don't chase. Swipe and I kind of just stack this out. Even though the guy hits a good drop shot, because we are playing together and with numbers, it makes it an easy fight. Again, I cannot stress this enough, guys. Playing well with your teammates is what ultimately is going to help you rank up more than having crazy shots or crazy movement or anything like that. Now with the zone moving in, we want to continue to kind of keep this high ground area. We do have a player that is pinging on top of the water tower. So I'm going to ping, or I'm going to mortar strike him. That is going to force him to jump off. That way I don't have to worry about him. While I'm focused on this guy, Turk and Swipe are focused down towards industry, but they're kind of staying up. Now, when Swipe picks up a knock, he's going to make the call out. I've got a knock. Let's go. Again, when you get that opening knock, when numbers go to your side, that's when you have to take the advantage to push. I'm going to try to get this guy absolutely 1 HP, but as soon as I realize I can't get him, now I'm back to come help my teammates. And again, I'm still kind of playing this anchor role where I'm playing back just a little bit. Now, Turk goes down, but I get that last enemy absolutely 1 HP so that Swipe can pick up that last kill. Now, Resurgence is disabled at this point, and when we're going into the end game, it is extremely crucial that you have all of your teammates. So luckily we've kind of cleared off this side of the map. So Swipe's going to go back up and is going to buy Turk back. And we actually have a ton of money at this point. Now, one of the reasons we have so much money is that because we've been moving, we've been picking up a lot of kills. We are looting other players. We're completing bounty contracts. So having this insane cash flow at the end of the game is going to be crucial, because I'm going to call in like 4 UAVs here and get a very long lasting advanced UAV. I'm going to also stow a UAV. We're in a great spot. Make sure you're going into endgame, try to have self-reses, make sure you have gas masks, all of that good stuff. I probably, to be honest, should have also bought something like a precision airstrike to hold as well here, but I forget to. So there is one player sitting in this little hut here, and I make a call to my teammates, hey, let's just stack this guy out. He's just kind of sitting in here hiding, maybe trying to pick up placement, and he's literally just hiding in the corner. Whatever, we pick up an easy kill here. Now we're in an okay spot. We've got cover, zones moving in. We've got probably 2 teams down here toward industry and bio, and we've got 1 team back at chem as well. We're gonna focus the team at chem because they're gonna get forced out and have to rotate out. They're on the roof, they throw smokes. I'm just trying to spray in, don't pick anything up here. But again, notice how we're all looking at the over this way here, and we're gonna just team shoot this. So we end up finally spotting one. Okay, now, zone is moving. Early rotations, absolutely crucial in ranked. If you are rotating late, you are going to get held by teams that have better positioning. So what I'm gonna do here is, we've got our munitions here. I'm gonna drop my smokes, drop some of my plates, hit the munitions, then pick up my smokes. You have to drop them before you do that, because now I have 4 smoke grenades, which is gonna be absolutely crucial for some of these end games. So we throw a smoke. I'm saving mine here, but I've got a durable gas mask. I recognize that this team has power positioning on top of chem. It's crucial that I get up behind these guys while Swipe and Turk kind of work head on to the left of them. Now I'm able to put pressure from gas behind them to the right as they start to move up. This guy comes out late out of gas up the ladder. And again, my teammates are able to come up and support me as we pinch this guy. Now, all of a sudden, now we have the power positioning. We focused endgame on rotating and smoking over to take that positioning. Now we have kind of the power here, and we get to hold everyone here. So all of us are focused. I've got a guy right below me to my right. Now he's got a great head glitch where it's very hard to shoot him. He almost downs me, but I'm gonna come off, play safe, plate up, reload, take my time here. The last thing I wanna do is go down in the end game when we have great positioning. Again, I'm making call outs that I've got all these guys over here, but they're also, my other 2 teammates, notice how they're together, and they're kind of focusing to the left while I kind of just play safe. I anchor up top, keep holding the high ground. Able to pick up a knock, trying to see if I can pick up that finish, but I don't want to give him a high ground. Now Swipe does go down, but again, Turk is with him and able to get that trade and pick him up while Swipe is able to self-res. I'm going to throw a smoke on him just to allow him to hopefully get a res. And it is actually just down to 3v1. Again, I'm anchoring, kind of just holding the high ground. They're going to pick up that last kill, and bam, we're going to pick up a very high kill SR game. I believe this was the game that put me up into Crimson after this. But I hope you guys found this video helpful. Cannot stress enough, playing together as a team and that chemistry is probably the most important thing. Thank you for watching, guys. I was about to say enjoy the rest, but the video is over. Never mind me. We'll see you in the next one.